All right, welcome back. We're here for the second part of De Bello Gallico, book 5, chapter 24. All right, Trace is going with legions. He, being Julius Caesar Colocawit, he placed 3 legions. In Belgium. Alright, and then this word takes the dative, this verb, and it's to put in charge. So, he puts the quaestor Marcus Crassus and Lucius Munatius Plancus as well as, and I'm going to show you why I do the as well as, because I just noticed something, as well as Gaius Trebonius, I didn't see the legatos, and the legatos is them as legates. He places, or he put them in charge of them, the legions. For this one, we got a verb here, and we've got some relative clauses. There's one. There's one. And there's another. And if you can break it up, I mean, it makes it easier. He sent unum legionum, and it's weird that he actually puts legionum here because he hasn't used legion in a while. He sent 1 legion. Which conscriptura, which he had levied. Proxime, most recently, across the Po. And he sent 5 cohorts into Eburones. And then this is kind of weird wording. So Maxima is going with pars, and it's a superlative. Oopsie. The greatest part of which I est inter is between Mosum the Mentz and Rhenum the Rhine. Which erant were sub imperio under the authority of Ambiorix and Ketawolcus. Alright, and then we've got this Priaesse, which is an infinitive. And this is also going to take the dative. He ordered Quintus Titurius Sabinus. And Lucius Aurunculeius Cotta. Alright, the legates. To command Aes Militibus. Alright, now, having said that, these two people will be very important this semester. We're going to talk about them a lot. And one is going to be called Sabinus, one is going to become called Lucius or Cotta. They're very significant in this portion of the AP syllabus, Book 5. Alright? So, be familiar with their names. Then again, if you're not, though, we're going to see it quite a bit. Alright, we got a nice little Abbot of Absolute right there. With the legions. Having been distributed. The ad hoc modem you almost want to translate as in this way or for this way. Alright, Existema, he thought, and that's Caesar, which is going to be setting up this indirect statement. He thought that say. He thought that he, Pose, could or was able, medere, is kind of middle phi, but that's not a word. Maybe to remedy, to alleviate. To alleviate, facilime there is going to be a superlative adverb. To alleviate most easily. The inopia, the scarcity of grain. Alright, so Caesar's trying to send all these people away so that the grain would be available to everyone. Because if there's grain all spread out, and the legions are all spread out, they should all have access to grain, whereas the grain's all spread out and the legions are all in one place, they may not be able to all get it. So, alright, Aquetamen, and nevertheless, the Hiberna, the wintry camp. Aurum omnium legionum. Of all these legions. Our verb is all the way down there. We're being contained. Alright, millibus possum centum in. So when you have 1,000 in paces, that's a mile. In 100 miles. And then we've got to go to the Praetor Eam. Except this one. Which, alright, Dederat. Alright, which he had given. To Lucius Roscius. Alright, we've got that ducendum, that future passive participle again. Alright, to be led. Into, and then we got those superlatives. Pacatissimum and quietissimum. Into the most peaceful and quiet part. Woo! Alright, last stretch. Intrea. Meanwhile. Ipse, he himself. Quod, until he had known we're going to need an essay in there, and that's going to be a direct statement. Oh, same deal here. He had known that the legions had been placed and the wintry camps had been fortified. So meanwhile, he himself, until these things happened, constituit decided, morari, to delay in Gaul. Alright, so Caesar's going to stay in Gaul until he knows that everything is safe and sound.